was in A, auntie was in A, mama had AAA. I wasn't scared to crash anyone anyway. I ride a shotty while bro had to get away. I gotta penetrate, I gotta generate. I got like 20 some.
Once called Carolinas Stadium, it now goes by Bank of America Stadium. Or more simply, the Vault, as we're here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Well, this weather is not cooperating as we're set to go. And we're off and running from Charlotte. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back-to-back carries here. And this one doesn't go far. Moving in the right direction that time, but only 2 yards picked up, so it's 3rd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third and long for him here. Into traffic, complete. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. We're going for this. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. Now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
And he takes it across midfield and into Panthers territory. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. Tight end going in motion here. They give it to him again. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out. They'll throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no luck on his first look of the game. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. Well, I know some old school coaches, maybe some former NFL quarterbacks who would have this guy running stairs after that drop, partner. Hit or no hit. That was a catch there that would have meant a first down.
Yeah, that's why that's old school, okay, Kate? The new school coaches and quarterbacks know how hard it is in this league with the contact. Know how valuable those contested catches are. Credit the defense for making the play on that one.
They connect for the first. And he's able to get this down to the 36. They come through with 6 yards there, Brock, and they're rewarded with a new set of downs. Opening drive going according to plan. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. He's going to throw this one. Caught at the 10-yard line. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers finish up an excellent opening series. That one right down the middle. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. They'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Viking 18. Warrior 70. Ready.
They'll come out throwing. Big gain downfield. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Give him 32 on that play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Running out of the gun with Davis. And the power play up the gun only results in 2 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
2nd and 8. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers finish off their opening drive. And the Panthers lining up for a 2-point try.
Let's go.
He's throwing for it. And this is caught. And that bid for the lead works out. And they're now up 8-7. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Back to the well again. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Down the sideline to the 45. And they'll finally get him at the 35-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. They're set up at the 35 now. They'll run run here on first down. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. The rookie out of UCLA in on the stop.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
The give here on second. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in. No luck finding his receiver that time. So second down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
They'll run now on second down. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Here he is on third and long. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. 8-7 the score. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. Ready to go with our second quarter. Buccaneers with the ball and a chance to score. To the air now on 1st and 10. He brings it in. And that's a Tampa Bay touchdown. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Chooses to bring this one out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, Dragon 60.
Dropping back to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
79 Bronco.
Motioning one of the tight ends. 2nd and 10 now. He lets one fly deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers tie and can take the lead here in the second. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
You know, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking for a throw here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
They send the tight end in motion left. 2nd and 6 now. All the left side. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Another carry for him. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief with his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Third down from the gun. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Geno Stone picks it off.
Such a huge point of emphasis for so many defenses, clogging up the middle of the field. They saw that receiver enter the middle and did a terrific job of baiting the quarterback into the throw, and an even better job of forcing the interception.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Davis gets it from the gun. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut, 2nd down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Back now, pressure on its way. Short pass brought in. And they make the tackle at the 38. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Handoff here to Davis. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch, but then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Going right side, Davis with it. Has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
So after thinking it over, they're lining up for 2.
Here we go. Here we go.
He's dropping back to throw. And he gets in for 2. They're going to go up by 2 scores off of that play. Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it? See if you can be successful again. They do, And they are.
And I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure. And if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more.
And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. Got to him early on the return and laid a big hit on him. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
Let's go.
Pass play coming here. He finds Johnson. At the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! The Buccaneers cut the lead to just a field goal. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Buccaneers cut the lead down to just 2. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. From his own end zone, here we go. And not a bad place for them to start, up past the 30-yard line. They've got 1st down from the 31.
18, Pioneer. Go.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
And this is intercepted. Has room down the left sideline. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Extra point attempt coming up. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Buccaneers jump in front now by 5. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Back to the air following the pick 6. Davis there to grab it. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Setting up a throw. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
The trajectory of that ball changes while it's in flight. I'll tell you this, Kate, on shorter throws, these receivers are so good to adjust, can still bring it in. But over a long distance, a tip like that alters the course of the ball, and it sure makes it tough to adjust in time.
From the gun on 3rd down. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
He completes it in traffic. And he'll get it up to the 27.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. New set of downs for him from the 46. Throwing it again here. Throwing the out route complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! Panthers pick this one up. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing now, following the turnover. Hits him on the out route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Let's go.
Working inside the red zone. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Come on. Set. Set, go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Finds him over the middle. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the first. Now the Panthers decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And out comes the Panthers field goal unit. This only a chip shot from the right hash. The 13-year pro still doing what he does as he puts this through. And that trims the lead to just a couple.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Chooses to bring this one out. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Still working past the 40, and he gets it forward to the 46-yard line. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far, and no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. So new kickoff rules, this is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
79 Broncos. Set. Ready.
They'll come out throwing. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Set.
He'll throw it. Throw left side, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Mustang 19. And up.
Now looking to throw. That's low and bounces short of his man.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Ready.
They'll throw on 2nd and 10. Completed over the middle. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down. Davis takes it straight ahead. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule, but you're going to have to pick up the pace.
Trap 60. Trap 60. 19 Lions. Hut.
From the 19. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. Touchdown, Carolina. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the second half. It puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. From his own end zone, here we go. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes them to 3rd and 5.
Let's go.
Back to throw. The screen pass falls incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Looking to throw. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, And the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Plowing up the middle. And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
To the air, 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Back to throw it. He finds him beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. What a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down and pull off the conversion. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10+, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back.
And he works it down to the 30-yard line. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's going to get this to the 29 before he stopped. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5. Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. He's back to throw. He connects downfield on 4. And he will get the 1st as they touch him down.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
First down from the red zone. This throw is cut. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. First shot gets him 5. Still a couple of looks remaining. It's 2nd and goal.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
They'll send him up the middle. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. So they'll have some time to prepare for 3rd and goal. We're at the end of our 3rd quarter. It's Buccaneer football. They trail, but it's still within reach for them. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal.
Set. Come 19. Come 19. Back to 60.
Throwing from the gun. And they will score. It's a Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 4th quarter lead. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level, they want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success. This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Let's go now. '79 Broncos.
Throwing now from the gun. Caught quickly on the slant. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
Set. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Ready.
Looking to the air here. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. Has him on the quick hitter. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Cowboy 8. Mustang 19. Go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Set up.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Set go.
Another try following the sack. He puts everything behind this one. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Ready, ready.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready, ready.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's trying to go deep again. He's got it inside the 25. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. So a timely moment for a big play, and they get the first on 3rd and 19. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Running out of the gun with Davis. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
19 Lions. Ready.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Looking to throw. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. And the Buccaneers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Let's go.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. They give it to him again.
Well, we know that everybody's got to be coordinated from the moment it's snapped. Every lineman, the tight ends, and, of course, the guys behind the line. Somewhere, somebody missed the cue by just enough for that defense to break through and blow that play up.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
70 Lions.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Buccaneers holding on to a field goal lead. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Setting up to pass. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Back to the well again. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. It's victory formation the rest of the way for these Buccaneers who take a knee. Now the Panthers decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. This won't run out the clock just yet, Brock. They're going to have to kneel it again after this one. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
They can't end it with a knee, but this would run out some clock. He'll go to a knee to close this one out, Brock, and it's only fitting that he's holding the ball in the ends after the absolutely tremendous game that he had.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. And they're able to run this winning streak to 3 as they have really caught fire recently. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Buccaneers winners as we say so long from Charlotte.
what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less.
I'm a gentleman, baby, and a dog with a bite. I just wanna nibble on your night. So sentimental when I step in the middle. When I do a little dance, till it turns daylight. So jump, in a moment. Margella got me feeling iconic. And if you can't groove, she don't want it. Great sex, say
She
less.
said, baby, what you talking about? Let's do something else with that. That's what she said.